Hello everyone, I'm Georgia and this is The Sound of Georgia. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the songs in musicals where I actually prefer the reprise over the original song. Going through all the soundtracks on my iTunes, I didn't notice all that many reprises. I am not the sort of person who will put every song on an album onto my iPod. If there's a song I don't like all that much, I won't put it on. And that can actually happen with musicals. Well, I've got all the songs from Hamilton and Wicked and My Fair Lady and Sound of Music. That's not the case with all of the musical albums I have. There are a number of songs from shows like Hairspray and Mary Poppins and Annie that I don't have the entire album. Just because not all of the songs are something I really want to listen to. I guess just a lot of the albums I have had don't actually have all that many reprises. Or at least the songs I have don't have all that many reprises. It's not like Cats. I haven't seen Cats, either the stage version or the film version. But every time it comes up, my mum always comments on how many reprises of Memory there were. She always said, every other song is freaking Memory. But that is not the case here. So this list has songs from both stage musicals and films. And let's just get going. I mentioned the stage version of Mary Poppins a little bit earlier, and that's where we're going to start. And in this instance, I prefer the reprise of Chim Chim Cheree over the main song. Now I am talking explicitly the stage version. Both versions of the song are rather different from what we see in the movie, but the reprise is a little closer. The first time of the song is at the very, very opening of the show, so it almost works as an intro prologue sort of thing more than it is a full version of the song, which is what the reprise is. It's a bit more of a duet between Mary Poppins and Bert than it is in the film. Next up we're going to Hamilton, and that is Stay Alive reprise. Let me ask you a question. When you think of Stay Alive from Hamilton, do you think of Stay Alive or do you think of Stay Alive reprise? Don't get me wrong, I love Stay Alive. I'm a general! Whee! But Stay Alive reprise is much more memorable. It is so sad and so heartbreaking, but it's more memorable. For a very long time, I forgot Stay Alive was a thing, in a way. It wasn't that I didn't know it. I knew the words. But if you had asked me to tell you which one was Stay Alive, to sing Stay Alive, I would go, which one's that? Kind of like Dear Theodosia in a way, in that the song title comes up like that and then disappears. I've said plenty of times before that it's pretty much impossible for me to rate Hamilton songs, but without a doubt, the real Stay Alive in Hamilton is the reprise. If you need to pause the video here to mourn the death of a 19-year-old who died 219 years ago, feel free to. Okay, we're back. Everybody good? Alright, the next one is from Sound of Music, and that is 16 Going on 17. If you've watched the video where I rank the songs in Sound of Music, or my Sound of Music hot take video from a couple weeks back, you'll know that I don't really like 16 Going on 17. And when I say I don't like, I mean I absolutely, absolutely love. Just not as much as the others. I'm there for Maria and Georg, so when Liesl runs off it's a bit, Can we get back to Maria now? 16 Going on 17 is towards the bottom of my favourite songs in Sound of Music, while 16 Going on 17 reprise is right at the very top. Especially the bit that was actually cut from the movie. So the next one is from Beauty and the Beast, and that is Belle. It feels really weird that the big I Want song for our Disney heroine is actually a reprise. The I Want songs are always awesome, so what surprises me more is honestly not the fact that I prefer the reprise over the main song. It's that the I Want song in Beauty and the Beast is a reprise. The next one is Serious from Legally Blonde. I love Serious from Legally Blonde, and honestly these two songs are almost about equal, but I seem to think about the reprise a lot more. I think about her in the bunny suit more than I think about her and Warner on their disastrous date. So the Reprise is a bit more prominent in my mind. And the last one is kind of like that, but not so much. I think about the Reprise more, but that I'm not sure I could pick which one I actually do prefer, the main song or the Reprise. And that is For the First Time in Forever from Frozen. When I think of First Time in Forever, it could be either. And that's everything I've got for you today, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Are there any musicals where you prefer the Reprise over the main song? Are any of them the same as on this list? And does Stay Alive from Hamilton mean Stay Alive or Stay Alive Reprise? Which one do you think of when you hear Stay Alive? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my video next week. So long, for all.